I know, you all will give me the crap for the sound quality. Guys, this computer or this laptop is 13 years old. And if I'm recording here, it's heavily breathing, trust me with that. But it's doing a good job, honestly. I mean, for the age it has, recording video, it's not doing bad. So, but I keep it short so that your ears will not get stressed too much. So I sorted out everything now, and just first I'll show you the solution users. Yeah, so we open the control center, then we go to session again, user desktop session, and here it is. So what I added, see, I did Plunk, here it is. And you know, the thing is, if you forget that little sign, I forgot how it's called here, we call it the merchandise plus sign or whatsoever. It just stops at that line, it doesn't follow through, you know, this just means continue, so it goes through. And so I've got this SH space dash lowercase c, and then I got this weird, what's that called, this inch sign. So it's a space inch sign sleep 20. I will add that in the description, okay, so that you got it, just in case. So if you want to get Redshift working in your Antix FluxBox, so you just go there, copy paste that in, and you will be totally fine. What I did, I run Redshift. I don't know if it really ran, if it needed the internet connection because of GeoClue 2 in order to run or not. I have no idea. So I added this line that and it starts with a delay of 20 seconds. So now, since I got Wicket running, it established the internet connection before these 20 seconds are gone, and then it fires up redshift-gtk. And now you will all bow down and say, Dirk, you with your infinite wisdom, how did you do that? Yeah, I might have had some help here. Alright, okay, I had help. So first I had Dolphin checking out. He said, you know what, Dirk, Redshift itself doesn't have a GUI, which is true. I think it's redshift-gtk, and yes, it is. I could have thought about that too, but you see, this is all me. I might be able to forget things, and I'm always coming here like a new user, right? So, and then this gentleman came back here again, Caprera. He helped me already here, and he helped me before. So he's a guy who shows up in the Antix forum and MX forum. So he's one of the helping guys. When I read this, I thought, ooh, he's a little bit impatient with me. But on the end, if you read what he says, we have the tendency to interpret the sound of the writing. We don't have sound. So give everybody the benefit of a doubt that they really, I mean, if he wouldn't be nasty, he wouldn't be helping me. He would just sit back and say, I just watch him, he will never get it done, right? So it couldn't have been nasty, it couldn't have been mean, it couldn't have been grumpy or whatsoever, right? So he helped, and I'm very happy and glad he did. So, and Dolphin, so what I did is I just did a mixture of what I did here. You see, that's what I did. I put that together, what I have from Dolphin, and I put together what I had from him. Now it works. So I copy that line, which I put in the forum. I will put that into the video description, so you can copy paste it in, and it will work just fine. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And the other video shows you how to get Plunk and Wicket running, right? Wicket without getting asked for a root password or sudo or password. And this is great now. So now there's a video out which shows people in Antix how to get it done. Isn't that great? Why do I show this? Because I want to show new users. If you have a little problem like this, you say, it's not a deal breaker, but I would love to have Redshift because Dirk says always save your eyes, and it's important. And of course you need internet connection, and no, you don't want to put passwords in all the time. You know, like that experience I had in Peppermint OS. Every time I have to fill a password in if I want to access my net shares. I don't want that, you know. That is I just had a conversation with a friend. He was running Windows 10. I mean, they needed a defibrillator to get me back when he told me he's running Windows 10, and he said, yeah, but I told him, I said, you know what, put MX17 on it. I said, it's full safe, it will install your graphic driver. But he said, I do video editing. I said, if you really up to it, get Kdenlive, otherwise he's open shot, and there are others out. And Then he said, yeah, but it's so much terminal work. I said, no, in my age it was terminal work. I said, for you it's all GUIs. I said, you just click and off you go. I said, all there is. I said, and MX17 gives you the old XP experience, so you will be at home in no time, or like Windows 7, not just XP, right? Windows 7 had the same kind of menu. And I can't believe that people, how can I say this, still sign up for Windows 10. That is to me impossible. If you read one time the EULA 10, you will say, under no circumstances I'm going to sign that. And then he said, yeah, it's not doing what I want. I said, do you expect that? I said, it's Microsoft. I said, it has to do what Microsoft wants, not what you want. You get the GUI they want you to have, that change your system they want it to be, look like and work like. And they even uninstall programs if they think it's incompatible, if it's not compatible with their spying method or whatever they use, you know. So I got him converted, I hope, and he will come back with little things maybe, and that is great, I'm happy to have. And I just told him, I said, look, you have to have a good community. So I said, MX is great. I would have sent him to Calculate Linux, but he has really had zero experience with Linux. And I think if he installs MX17, there is very, very little I need him to help. I just have to show him where all the secrets are, you know, the install scripts, how to click on them and push another button like install. And then there it is. And if you want to get rid of it, how to reverse it. Oh, surprise, that's all there is. And then he's up and running, and yay, you know, great for everyone who does a step and gets off Windows, you know. Because he put in, he bought an SSD and said, yeah, it's still slow. I said, it's Windows, it's meant to be slow, it's meant to be a resource hog and slow down your computer. If you would get on my computer here, which is only 13 years old with 3 GB of RAM, and what do I have used for? 2.81, you would be surprised how fast it is. And I do not have a solid state drive. So, however, the main reasons for this video sequence is that I had a tiny problem. I said, okay, I better publish this, because new users, they might be impressed too and say, you know, FluxBox is like i3, just the easy way. I just click remember and it remembers, so I don't have to edit files. And I still have the kind of workflow, and I still have some graphics there. And I must say, Antix did a very, very good job. So I can't imagine, I haven't seen that video from English, but how could he have made a ruined it? How do you do that? How do you kill Antix? There must be really some thoughts behind it, because I would not know how to kill Antix. It's based on Debian stable, so how do you kill that? I have no idea. I just heard about it and I didn't see the video and stuff like that, so not a big problem. Another thing for my subscribers, sorry guys, I just figured out that I never checked the messages ever again for an eternity. And I had an inquiry from some guy about Steam, the error he had with American Truck Simulator, and he tried one thing what I used for my stuff, and it always worked, and it didn't work for him. So what I did, I wrote to him, said, do not worry, I will ask Sergi. So then I found a message from Sergi and I wrote back, Sergi, can you please help and copy paste for an absolute beginner, a step-by-step copy paste tutorial, how to fix the Steam problem with some software on it, like the American Trucking Simulator or whatsoever. I don't have it, I can't reconstruct it, so I can't give you any advice. I can only, if I don't know the error properly, what can I do? And I don't want to watch an hour video to figure that out, what Sergi did there. So I hope that Sergi is replying with that and really puts a step-by-step copy paste and edit and stuff like that, and then my subscriber here will be up and running. I would love that. And Sergi is the guy who can do it, so why not write to him, right? So I did. So I'm waiting for his reply. Then I had another reply from a gentleman, which was very honest and very good, and I liked it very much, so I replied to you too. I'm sorry that I didn't read my messages. Now you see I've got the message window open. I'm not showing it. There's privacy, guys. Your messages are private to me. So there are no names called. You know, it's private. You know, what you write to me, it's between you and me. Nobody else needs to know. So, and I've got my dashboard open here, of course. That, of course, everybody can see, but that is what is all public. They come here using music and blah blah blah. No, I'm not doing that. This is purely, it's usual a user helping channel, tutorials, and some entertainment, of course. And I do some testing, like you see, and I get stuck sometimes here. I tested Antix. I tested it before. I didn't like the the desktop they show in the beginning, and I wasn't patient enough. That's why I didn't use it then. And this time I just played around and I found FluxBox and I said, whoa, that's how the cookie crumbles, and I like it. I like this FluxBox. And you could do this on Calculate Linux. Yeah, I could, but I think Antix is the better operating system for this computer, for this hardware. And they did already the hard job, right? They did everything. Where I want to use my Calculate Linux, it's on my gaming laptop, it's on my PC. That's where I want to use it, and that's where it is great. On this old laptop, I believe Antix is the better operating system. And I believe that Antix, if you like FluxBox and stuff like that, you can run it on other computers too, very successful, and your games and stuff like that. It's just on my gaming laptop, nobody seems to be capable of installing the NVIDIA drivers on an Optimus laptop, which is a cursed laptop with 2 graphic cards. I don't know why people did that, and so I can't get the NVIDIA graphic card installed except with the Ubuntu-based distros or Solus. That's what it is. I might have to give Solus another chance on my gaming laptop just to play around, and that would be purely for my gaming. But I'm not a Budgie fan. I just can't say I am not a Budgie fan. And the GNOME file manager is a joke, a very bad joke. Otherwise, well, it will be for gaming. It will be okay, I guess. Alright, but this is it, guys. Sorry for the sound, but I mean, I hear the machine already a little bit. It's working hard, it's doing its bit and job. Let me see, do I have HTOP in my personal menu now? Of course not. So then I have to go in the other application menu, system tools, HTOP, where are you? Here we are. So you can see the CPUs running here. You don't see that too much. You could see it. Yeah, you can see it on the Conky too. I mean, guys, that's a 13 years old laptop. That is still the Intel Dual CPU or Duo CPU, which doesn't have the spy function built in. So NAS doesn't have a backdoor in my CPU. Isn't that great? After that CPU, of course, everybody has it. Yeah, my gaming laptop with the i7 has 100% backdoors for NAS, NSA, and stuff like that. When I worked in IT for a while, then people had this trouble. I can't find my documents. I said, just write a letter to NSA and ask if they could send you a copy of your letter, because they have it, right? So, however, to cut a long story short, it's all doing okay now. It boots now up the way I wanted. I got my Planck, I got my network, wireless network Wicket running. I've got my Redshift running. It's all great. Now Antix is set up for that computer, and I don't have to do anything anymore. Because people say, yeah, but I have to type. Yeah, one time. And I don't know. Usually, if you would go and remove, what do they have, stretch and say stable, that should give you a rolling release, right? I just don't know how it works, because Antix is doing something on the under the hood, because they don't use systemd. Yay! Like MX617 is not using systemd. Yay! So I don't know much about it, so I can't say. But I installed it here the ordinary way. That means I have a separated home partition, so I can just update when Antix 18 is coming out whatsoever. I don't know. This laptop seems to have the eternal life already received. It's 13 years old. It's still running fine. I got no problems with it, except with more heavier distros, right? They are a little bit more heavy. And I think that's all the prefetch stuff happening. That it's doing a bad job. Since people thought, oh yeah, empty RAM is wasted RAM. No, it has not been wasted RAM. It was doing good. And here I just watch it. You know, if I reach the 2 GB and go on 2.5, then I just close. Like say, if I use a Thunderbird here, that adds up very quick on my RAM here, which you can see on Conky in a moment, right? I hope you can see it. It's a tiny screen. And so, any moment when the dot appears, oh, I can hear the CPU working. There it is. It says 1.43 or whatever. It goes up a little bit, and when it sits for a while, it goes up to 2 and something. The same with the browser, because browser thinks they have to download all web pages in the background, and they do. And the same happening here with Thunderbird. So I just click it away. Clock. Closed. All good again. CPU is breathing freely again. So sorry guys, I didn't want to make any more videos on this old hardware, because it will rampage your ears a little bit. But that's how a Steam machine sounds, right? That's how my Packard Bell from Great Britain, when Great Britain was still good, And when I lived there, that's how it sounds. No worries, England is still a good place to be, and I missed England far more than I did Germany, and that is weird, but that's just how it was. But now I'm happy where I am, and I don't want to be anywhere else actually. That's the best place to be for me right now. Alright, so this is it, guys. I hope you like it. You push the like button for once here. Look at this, I only have 2 likes. Do you have to click on my own video to like it? Alright, give me an E for efforts. Okay, guys, have a good night. I hope you like the video, and I will go now soon to bed. We'll give Sandman the chance to shuffle his sand in my eyes and have a nice night. And tomorrow I will hit the road. I will try to make maybe a little video, just a quick one, maybe introducing FreeNAS on the live system, that you can see what I did, how I did it, maybe compare to Synology disk station, that you get a little overview before we start my little series. That is kind of an introduction then video, I guess. Can't promise too much. Maybe I'll just make a little chatty video about other things going on, happening. Until then, I wish you all the best. I want you all to have a great weekend and a brilliant time, and I speak to you soon. And no, I didn't change. When I call a shuffle, it's a shuffle. When I run, I run. And in the moment, I'm just in a really good mood. That's why I want you all to be in a good mood. Alright, guys. I think I have to get out of here before I get into too much trouble. Alright, have a good night, guys. See you soon. Bye.